Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is the Wowgo 3. So, you may have seen my first impressions video. If you check this video out up in this top corner here, this was my literal first time out on the board. Since then, I've been riding this every day to and from work, and I've been kind of joyriding around. And I've got to say, I am mega impressed with what Wowgo have done with the Wowgo 3. So let's just talk about the deck just for a second. So what Wowgo have done here is they've gone for a loaded Vanguard clone, but it's slightly wider. So it's almost if you can imagine, the boosted 3 and the boosted V2 loaded Vanguard deck kind of fused together. That's your Wowgo 3 deck. It's bamboo and carbon fibre. And yeah, it's dope. The grip tape is flush, unlike the Wowgo 3X, which I believe they've used that foam grip tape on that board, but I'm a big fan of just standard grip tape. Nice and flat, nice and grippy. No complaints whatsoever with the Wowgo 3 deck. Moving on to the wheels, they've opted for a 90mm, 62mm contact patch, 78A durometer urethane wheel. Very similar to the boosted 3 model. Obviously the only difference is the 90mm. It features a reflective print on the side of the wheel, but I'd say that's more of a stylistic choice rather than a feature. As you know by now, Paris have opted for the, not Paris, Wowgo, you tit. As you all know by now, Wowgo have opted for the Paris V2 truck as standard. Now, for me personally, I upgraded my boosted V2 to a Paris V2 truck. Now the fact that this comes with one as standard, no complaints there whatsoever. It also features the stock 90A durometer barrel bushings from Paris. I'm probably in the future gonna upgrade that to a set of orangutan nipples. I've got some spares lying around. I can imagine that'll probably improve the ride, but from standard as stock, no complaints whatsoever with the Paris V2 trucks and the stock bushings. Again, a super carvy ride. Moving on to the bearings, they come with Zealous bearings. Zealous bearings are dope, no complaints with the bearings whatsoever, but bearings are bearings and you can swap bearings out to whatever you want anyway, and they're cheap, so whatevs. Moving on to the battery, they've opted for 30Q Samsung cells. Now this board, this is the 6 amp version of the hub motor board. That'll give you between 12 and 14 miles range. I'm getting about 13 miles range, I'd say. With mine, riding pretty aggressively. If I kind of rode conservatively, I'd probably get the quoted 14 miles, maybe a little bit over, which is nice to hear that for once. Our board is kind of like estimating their range pretty accurately, so thumbs up for that. The quoted top speed of the board is 24 miles per hour. Now I weigh 95 kilograms. Do I weigh 95 kilograms? I weigh 75. No, I weigh 75. The quoted top speed of the board is 24 miles per hour. Now me personally, I weigh 75 kilograms and I'm getting about 23 miles per hour top speed out of the board. That's obviously with riding with a backpack, which tends to hold my camera gear and or my work gear. acceleration, the torque on the board it's great. It's a lovely torquey board. Got some really good mid-range torque on there as well, so no problems whatsoever in terms of throttling yourself around. It's great on hills. As you get down to the last 25%, I'd say, of your battery, you start feeling the battery sag. But when I say battery sag, it's still got some power behind it, it's got some oomph behind it. It's not like the battery sag of yesteryear where you feel that real slump. It's a shift in the board, but it's still a dope ride after 25%. Having said that as well, another great little feature, at the 25% mark, you get a little vibration in the hand and a little notification to let you know that your board is at 25%. And it's just kind of like a reminder, the board's getting low in battery. It's pretty nice. I've ridden the board now pretty much every day since I got it to and from work. Moving on to the back wheels, you've got your 90mm hubs. Now I'm pretty surprised at how much I've enjoyed riding on a hub board. I am slightly biased. I've got a boosted V2, I've got a belt board at home. I can go and ride a belt board if I want to. So having a hub motor board is a nice new nifty little feature for me. But having said that, I've really enjoyed riding them. I love coasting on them. The coasting is way better. But yeah, really enjoyed coasting on the hub motors. I'm surprised at how well they handle certain roads. There's some roads that I've seen, I think these hub motors aren't going to like that, and then I kind of just cruise over them and it's no real issue. But having said that, bear in mind there is about 20-30 yard patch on my commute where the hubs really don't like it. So here's about 20 yard stretch that the hub wheels are not a big fan of. You can hear them. Doesn't like this part of the road, and then it goes away. So yeah, it's September, it's back to dark commutes to work, but I still stand by it as the best way to get into work on an adrenaline rush. I absolutely love it. So I've been taking the Wowgo to work now every day since I've got it. Thankfully the weather's been really nice, and today we're due a stunning Saturday, over 20 degrees, which is rare for September. But yeah, this is basically me most mornings at about 4:30, 4:45 AM. Moving on to the ESC. Now if you watch that other video, you know I'm a fan now, a newly subscribed fan, if you will, to the new Hobbywing ESC. I am mega surprised, and when I say mega surprised, I am super surprised at actually how dope that ESC is. It's just changed my opinion of how much a board should cost. Like I said at the end of the video, it raises some serious questions over how much boards should be charging going forward. I think Boosted have got some real competition on their hand, more than they have ever had. The Chinese market has pretty much catched up. It's very, very close. They're hot on their tail. I've always said that if my Boosted V2 was to pack it in tomorrow, if I was to lose my Boosted V2 tomorrow, if I was going to go for a production board rather than go down the DIY route, I would more than likely be looking at replacing my Boosted V2 with preferentially another Boosted V2. If I could find one new, which I'm probably not going to do now, fantastic. If I could find one very near new or whatever, that would be my option of choice if I could. Failing that, potentially maybe the Boosted version 3 plus stealth, whatever. Alternatively, I could maybe go down the DIY route. However, my opinion has now shifted quite a bit. Having ridden the Wowgo 3, I would really have to justify the reasons why I would be paying more for a new booster board when I could get the Wowgo 3 for the price it's currently at now. The prices are dropping as we speak, so as of right now, the Wowgo 3X has been released. That came out at over $900. It then very quickly dropped when they got the feel for the market, and alongside that drop in the Wowgo 3X, the Wowgo 3 and all the other lines of boards all dropped in price as well. I won't throw any prices up right now because they change constantly, so the link to the Wowgo website is down below, but you can get a Wowgo 3 for pretty cheap considering what it is, and I would really have to justify the reasons why I was paying more for a boosted, and I kind of think it would probably lend itself to a couple of things. Shipping time, which again, if you can wait, is it that big a deal? But mainly customer services. Boosted is renowned for its customer services. If Wowgo could step up the game and bring their customer services in line or improve them so they're kind of like on par with Boosted, I would have a hard time justifying paying the price for a Boosted when I know I could get a Wowgo 3X. Take that with whatever you will, take that how you want. Like I say, the board was sent to me, but there's no affiliation here. I've got no affiliate links to give you. I've got no game back from saying that. That's just the truth. Like I would sit there and I think like my heart would want a booster board, but I know I could have a very similar, if not like just the same kind of ride with a Wowgo, and I could get that for a lot cheaper. Okay, so there is a caveat to that as well. Now I've been riding my booster board now for nearly 1,500 miles or so on the extended range battery. There's more miles in the standard range battery when I had it, and I've been riding it, been hammering it. The board is just, it's great. It is really held up. So there's that. There's a longevity to your booster board. There's very little, apart from like basic maintenance. There's been no changes to the motors, the SC, the battery. The board pretty much is as is from the day I got it, and I've been riding it for 1,500 miles, and it's held up. So there's that. That does fall on the side of Boosted. Now, how long the Wowgo 3 will last, I can't really tell you that because I've not had it that long. If the Wowgo 3 can hold up alongside the booster board in terms of its quality and very little maintenance needed on it, wow, go! I mean, that's it. I've kind of rambled a little bit. I think if you get a Wowgo 3, you're going to be pleasantly surprised at what you find. At least I was. It's a lovely looking board. It's great to ride. And specs wise, it's on par with the booster board. Mind blown. But yeah, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Throw a thumbs up. Ask any questions that you have regarding the Wowgo 3 down below. I'll get back to everyone, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace. Subscribe to the channel. My face is right there. Check out one of these two videos if you want to, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.